In this video we will see world's largest 20 economic countries. 20. Switzerland. Switzerland nominal GDP, $715.36 billion. Switzerland GDP PPP $548.48 billion. Switzerland is one of the most stable market economies in the world. It is the 20th largest economy in the world, with a nominal GDP of $703.75 billion. The country offers a very high standard of living for its people, represented by the GDP per capita of $82,950.28, which is only behind Luxembourg. 19. Turkey nominal GDP, $743.71 billion. Turkey GDP PPP $2.29 trillion. Turkey, with its $766.43 billion economy, is the 19th largest economy in the world. The share of Turkey's middle class increased from 18% to 41% of the population between 1993 and 2010, according to the World Bank, and the country joined the upper middle income group in the late 2000s. 18. Saudi Arabia nominal GDP, $779.29 billion. Saudi Arabia GDP PPP $1.86 trillion. Saudi Arabia is predominantly an oil-based economy. The country possesses around 18% of the world's proven petroleum reserves. It ranks as the largest exporter of petroleum, with the oil and gas sectors accounting for about 50% of its GDP and 70% of its export earnings. Saudi Arabia is rich in other natural resources like natural gas, iron ore, gold, and copper. 17. Netherlands nominal GDP, $902.36 billion. Netherlands GDP PPP $969.23 billion. The Netherlands, the 6th largest economy in the European Union, is the 17th largest economy in the world. Back in 1980, the Netherlands was the 12th largest economy globally, with a GDP of $189.49 billion today. The country has a nominal GDP of $912.90 billion and a GDP PPP of $969.23 billion. It ranks 13th on the basis of per capita income, with a GDP per capita of $53,106.38. 16. Indonesia nominal GDP, $1.11 trillion. Indonesia GDP PPP $3.50 trillion. Indonesia is the largest economy in Southeast Asia and the 16th largest on the global map. The Indonesian economy has shown tremendous progress over the last 2 decades. It was a victim of the Asian financial crisis in 1997. However, it has charted impressive growth ever since. 15. Mexico nominal GDP, $1.27 trillion. Mexico GDP PPP $2.57 trillion. Mexico, the 2nd largest economy in Latin America, is the 15th largest economy in the world, with a nominal GDP of $1.22 trillion, while its GDP in terms of PPP is $2.57 trillion. The same are expected to touch $1.50 trillion and $3.18 trillion, respectively, by 2023. Back in 1980, Mexico was the 10th largest economy, with a nominal GDP of $228.6 billion. 14. Australia nominal GDP, $1.38 trillion. Australia GDP PPP $1.32 trillion. Australia is the 14th largest economy, with a nominal GDP of $1.42 trillion. The economy has grown at a healthy pace for the past 2 decades on the back of low unemployment, low public debt and inflation, robust exports, a strong service sector, and a stable financial system. Australia is also a land rich in natural resources, as well as a major exporter of energy and food. 13. Spain nominal GDP, $1.4 trillion, Spain GDP PPP $1.86 trillion. The $1.4 trillion Spanish economy is the 13th largest in the world. Post-Brexit, Spain is the 4th largest economy in the Eurozone. The country, with a population of 46.6 million, has witnessed a long recessionary period second quarter of 2008 until the third quarter of 2013, and is slowing returning to health on the back of record tourism and exports, along with a revival in domestic consumption. 12. South Korea nominal GDP, $1.63 trillion, South Korea GDP PPP $2.14 trillion. The South Korean economy, known for conglomerates like Samsung and Hyundai, is the 12th largest economy in the world, with a nominal GDP of $1.62 trillion. The country has made incredible progress in the past couple of decades to establish itself as a high-tech, industrialized nation. 11. Russia nominal GDP, $1.64 trillion, Russia GDP PPP $4.21 trillion. Russia, the largest country on Earth in terms of landmass, is the 11th largest economy in the world, with a nominal GDP of $1.63 trillion. Russia moves up the ladder to the 6th spot for rankings, with a $4.21 trillion GDP based on PPP.